Listen, y'all. Finding a job at tech sales now, it's done. It's over. The market is too crazy. It's impossible. At least that's what the streets are saying. Look, if you're new here, I'm Coach Dre. This is Cut the Tech. I'm a coach. I'm a career coach. Help people get into the tech sales field. Me, myself, I took a course called CourseCareers 2 years ago. Within 84 days, I went from no experience to landing my first sales development representative job, making over $75,000 a year from home, fully remote. And over the past 2 years, I've been coaching and teaching students how to do the exact same thing, how to take that same path. And so lately, if you've been paying attention to the news, they've been saying, that the market is tough. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it is. It is extremely tough right now. Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, getting a CourseCareers course or any kind of course like that and learning how to do the skill was almost a ticket to just guarantee the job. Not 100%, but it was almost like that. Today's market is oversaturated. But here's the thing, it's not just tech sales. It's the job market in general. Everything is hard to get into right now. And so the thing right now is, are the jobs impossible? No, it is much harder. I will definitely say that. It's harder to get in. It's harder to stand out. But it's not impossible. So, as I said before getting CourseCareers or some sort of certificate or something, because if you want a new career, here's what you got to do. First and foremost, the first thing you have to do, you have to get the skills. If you don't already have the skills, you got to go learn the skills, right? You can do that through different courses. You can do online. You can do all kind of different things. Personally, I took CourseCareers and I work with CourseCareer students and other people like that. But now getting that certificate, learning those particular skills, it doesn't boost you to the front of the line. What it does is it just gives you a key to be able to get into the game, right? It's a whole lot more competitive right now, right? So there are massive layoffs going on, but there's also massive hirings. You don't see a lot of that, but if you pay attention and really look into it, you notice for every company that's massive laying off, there's another company that's doing mass hirings, right? So the chance to get into the game is still there. It's nowhere near as easy as it was before, though. So since the game has changed and things have kind of changed, what I wanted to do, I want to come on here and give you guys a couple of tips, a couple of things of what you need to be doing now to put yourself apart from everybody else. Right now, it's not about just sending a resume. No, you got to prove that you are the best person for the job, right? And so I just had this conversation with a business owner the other day. He was talking about like the difference between, like, once you've got the certificate, that's the first step. The next thing you need to do is, how do you get somebody's attention to get recognized so that you can get an interview, right? For every job that's posted, there are tons of qualified people for the job. How do you set yourself apart? The way you do that is getting noticed. Who do you reach out to? The days of just sending a resume and waiting for somebody to get back to you and you'll pack that up, that's over. It's done, son. You get applied to 1 million jobs. You won't get a single person hit you back right now. It's not the way it's working. Why? Because companies are incentivized to get the right person. And with there being tons of applications right now, the most efficient thing for them to do is just find the top people who are qualified and only interview them, right? So aside from your resume, what do you do to stand out? You got to reach out to the right people. You got to get busy. Right? Not just in tech sales, this is in everything, but specifically because I work mostly with tech sales students, you got to get to work. You understand? Like, first thing is understanding, who do I want to reach out to? Is it the recruiter? Is it the hiring manager? What's the difference? Well, think about this. The hiring manager is really, really, really incentivized to hire the right person, right? If you get a hold of a hiring manager, they're probably the manager that's going to be managing your particular team you'll be on, which means their job security or maybe their next bonus or raise is depending on the team they put together, right? Whereas a recruiter, they work alongside the hiring manager and they might just have the rules of saying, hey, 2 years of experience and go land it in 2 years of experience and a degree, right? Those may be the two things. They don't really care. Like, they're not as invested. So what you've got to do is you've got to find a way to get the attention of the hiring manager, right? Not just, how do you do that? Do you email them? Do you LinkedIn? Do you phone call? Do you do a Zoom, try to do a Zoom meeting? What do you do? Yes, you do all of it. Right? If you're looking to get hired right now, here's what I would do. I would find these people, especially in tech sales. This is what I would find. I find the sales manager. I would find the director of sales, the VP of sales, even the CEO if the company's small enough. Why would I do that? Because I want to get the attention of whoever it is that I possibly can. Right? Let's just say the recruiter is looking for 2 years of experience, but you don't have 2 years of experience. But you get the attention of the VP of sales, and you reach out to them and say, hey, I just applied to XYZ company. And the reason why I think I'll be a good fit for you guys is XYZ 1, 2, 3. And that's compelling to them. Well, guess what they'll do? They'll call the recruiter and say, hey, overlook that thing they told you of 2 years of experience and get this person in. Right? You bump yourself to the front of the line. So a couple different ways that you can set yourself apart. Like I said, one, doing that type of outreach. Two, think about it. If you got the CEO of a company and they like, I like you, there's nobody below them to tell you no. Right? So strategically being able to do outreach that way. The next thing is, how can you leverage your skills? Maybe you're somebody like one of my former students, Tanisha, right? Tanisha had a background in hospitality, right? So she decided when she was trying to get into tech, she went after hospitality tech companies, right? She's got the SDR skills now. She got years of experience in the hospitality field. Those two things just match perfectly. So now when she's reaching out to these individuals and the VPs and the directors and stuff and saying, hey, the reason why I think I'll be a good fit is because I've got this experience here along with this experience here. Now all of a sudden she looks like she's one of the best candidates, even though she doesn't have the same amount of SDR experience or sales experience that somebody else does. Her personal life journey has set her up to where she's able to be a good fit for that particular job. Does that make sense? So leverage whatever your backgrounds and things like that are to go after certain type companies that'll make you a number one candidate on that list. What are some other things that we could do? Okay, if there's a company where not a lot of people applied, right? Only 14 people applied to the job. Well, it's easier to stand out from a group of 14. I was on a call with one of my students yesterday, and he was applying to a big name company, and we were trying to find who we should reach out to. And when he put in sales, the sales team alone was over 10,000 people. It's going to be a whole lot harder to get somebody's attention there. Whereas if you reach out to a startup company where a lot of people haven't already applied or don't already work there, it's a lot easier to get people's attention because you're willing to go to a smaller company. Right? Maybe today, 2025, everybody wants to work remote. Maybe you apply to a job that is hybrid or in office. You know, something that can set you apart is you're willing to take a job nobody else will. Maybe you're willing to take a lower paying job to get in, right? To get your foot in the door. You just got to find different ways to be creative to have success in today's world. And the other thing is be extremely aggressive with the way that you go about finding a job, right? You can't not just aggressive, but also strategic. You can't just spray and pray. You can't just throw out a million resumes and think something's going to happen. You're going to get frustrated doing that. You've got to find a way to, how do I set myself apart and get noticed? How do I make my resume look like I'm the one for this particular job? How do I put my brand, which is my face and who I am, how do I put that in front of the right people, right? So those are the skills you have to have today to be able to get into the tech sales game. So is tech sales dead? No, it's not dead. It's wildly oversaturated though, but you can do it. So if you're on here and you're looking to get into tech sales, but you've never done it before, my first thing I would say is go get the certificate. Go learn the skills. So you can hit up CourseCareers. As I said, I went through there, helped tons of people do it. And the link below, there'll be a link to go to CourseCareers. It's a free introductory course, so you can find out if it's something you want to do. Not only do they don't just have tech sales, they got about 12 to 15 other different career paths that you can check out. Every last one of them has a free introductory course. So go check them all out. If you like one, decide to purchase, use my link and it'll save you some money. And the other thing is, if you somebody who does already have a certificate and you're looking for some help, like you like, man, I need a coach, I need somebody to help me do this. That is what I do. All right. So hit the link below, go to Cut the Tech Worldwide. You can check out all the different options I have there. I have a free introductory course, not introductory course, I'm sorry. I have a free webinar I do every Wednesday that you can sign up for. It's question and answer type forum. So you can come in, have it, chop it up with me, ask any questions you got so I can help you get to the bottom of if this is something for you or not. And then we can go help you get a job. All right. Because here at Cut the Tech, we got a motto. And the motto is this: don't play me, pay me. Cut the Tech, you heard?
Don't play me, pay me. Cut the Tech.